This man came running up to two girls. "Which one of you is Lynn?" Lynn, feeling confused and a little annoyed, said, "Who are you? We didn't order any takeout and you look so messy. Please stay away from us." But the man, trying to stay calm, said, "I'm here on a blind date that your aunt arranged." Lynn looked him up and down in disbelief and said, "Are you serious right now? You're my blind date?" Realizing she was the one, he politely introduced himself. But Lynn cut him off with a cold tone and said, "How much can a delivery guy like you even make in a month?" The man answered honestly, "A little over $500 a month, not including bonuses." But Lynn said, "Only $500? My parents give me 10 times that as allowance, and if I were to be with you, just one bag I want would take you like 8 or 10 years to save for." Lynn's friend, feeling uncomfortable with how harsh she was being, gently said, "He actually seems honest and kind. You don't have to be so mean to him." But Lynn replied, "Does a delivery guy like him even deserve someone like me?" The man looked at her and said, "Then what kind of person do you think is worthy of you? Someone who calls you wife the second he adds you on the phone, or someone who parties all night and never comes home?" Lynn crossed her arms and said, "Obviously I want a rich guy. And anyway, you're not even good enough for me, so why does it matter to you?" The man took a deep breath and said, "I came here for a blind date. We could have just talked it through and gotten to know each other. And if it still didn't feel right, you could have simply walked away." But Lynn sneered and said, "Do you even deserve to talk to me, you stinky delivery guy?" Just then, her friend stepped forward and said, "Lynn, this isn't right. Delivering food is a stable job and he works really hard for it." But Lynn said, "And what does hard work even matter these days? Money is everything." And with that, she turned and leaves. The girl said, "Lynn, please just give him a chance." Then she turned to the man and said, "I'm really sorry, my friend went too far. Please don't be upset." The man gave a small, gentle smile and said, "You seem like a really kind person. Do you have a boyfriend?" The girl looked a bit shy and said, "No, I don't." The man gathered his courage and asked, "Would you like to be my girlfriend?" The girl stood there, completely confused, not expecting that at all. At that moment, Lynn said sharply, "You don't actually want to be with this stinky delivery guy, do you? Let me tell you, if you do, I'll kick you out of our group." Just then, a woman came running up in a hurry, calling out, "Boss, boss, these are the products you asked for." Both girls froze in shock, their eyes wide as they tried to process what they just heard. The man calmly spoke with the woman for a moment, and after she left, the girl looked at him with disbelief and asked, "Are you actually a boss?" Before he could even respond, Lynn said, "I'm your blind date. I'll treat you to dinner. Let's sit and talk. I think we could really get along." But the man said, "Didn't you just say I wasn't good enough for you?" Lynn forced a smile and said, "What are you talking about? Of course we're a good match. My parents make over $10,000 a month, and you're a big boss. We're perfect for each other." But the man's expression turned serious, and he said, "No matter how rich your family is, that's your parents' money, not yours. And even with everything you've been given, you haven't learned the right values, which only shows that you have nothing of your own." Lynn's face turned red with anger as she said, "How dare you talk to me like that? Even my parents wouldn't speak to me this way." But the man didn't back down and said, "I can't stand someone who is this arrogant and shallow, so just leave." When Lynn finally stormed off, the girl was about to follow her, but the man stopped her and said, "You're kind, understanding, and truly beautiful in a way that matters. Would you like to be my girlfriend?" The girl softly said, "But weren't you supposed to be on a blind date with Lynn? If we get together, would anyone even accept it?" So friends, would you support them being together?